Good morning, guys. Welcome to the video. Before we get started on today's video, I figured I'd give you guys a little update on the whole damage with the Evo, how it got damaged in Vegas. So the insurance company called me. They wanted some photos of the damage because the shop didn't send those in for whatever reason. I sent them photos. They called me back and said, "Hey Devin, what's your address? We're gonna mail you a check for the repair costs," which ended up being $2,200 from the shop. That's what they quoted me. So that all worked out super easy. So now I have two options. One, I can bring it back to the shop, get everything repaired professionally for $2,200, or number two, I can do it myself, save a bunch of money, pocket the rest, use that for more mods. What do you guys think I'm gonna do? Of course, I am going to pocket some money, use that for other mods on the car. So that brings us to what we are doing today. Today we are going to be installing a set of very nice quick bumper releases. So a typical quick bumper release has a little thing up top on the fender and another one on the bottom that a rubber band connects to, right? These ones are quite a bit different. The studded rod right here connects onto something under the bumper itself. This black push button goes on the bumper, and as you can see, when you hit that button, that pops out. That'll pop the bumper off, and you're not having to drill into the fender itself at all, just the bumper. And they look super clean. You don't have a rubber band. Like I said earlier, typical quick bumper release. I'll throw a picture on the screen, but it's essentially two of these with a little slot for a band. You'll have one on the bumper here, and say this is the fender up here. You'll have one there, and you'll have a rubber band connecting the two. This one, you just have one little button. Super clean, nice aluminum, no bands that crack, that dry rot, and very nice overall. Let's go through this on the car. So this is the damaged side. As you guys can see, all the mounts are ripped off. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna pull out these little clips for the inner fender. Just try to find a nice place where I can mount the stud. It's gotta be on something pretty sturdy. These clips just pop out with a flathead screwdriver. Very simple to remove. This process right here is gonna be different with any car. On the Evo, there is already a bolt here, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove that bolt and see if I can thread that right into the bolt so I don't have to really drill any holes into the body of the car, except obviously I'm gonna throw a hole in the bumper itself, which is not a big deal because no matter what kind of bumper quick releases you're gonna do, you're gonna have to drill a hole in your bumper. This kind right here, you don't have to drill a hole in the fender though, so that is super nice. So essentially, all I'm doing right now is finding a place where I can get the stud onto. From there, it's super easy. Like I said, every car's gonna be different. This process here, every car has different bumper mounts on it and whatnot. So I'm just gonna make sure it's not too high up on the bumper. That's all I'm looking for right now. All said and done, this is what it should look like. Nice little black button here, hit the button, and the bumper pops off. As you can see, put it back on, just push it on, and we are done, guys. Just like that. Super freaking awesome, looks insane. Looks super good on there, as you can see. I had to adjust a few things under there to get this gap right here, but now everything's perfect. Good to go. There's a little gap there. Not extremely worried about it. It's obviously because the tab is ripped off, but I will take that over spending $2,000 on a new bumper any day of the week. So on this side, I'll walk you through exactly what I'm doing. I got the bumper loose. I drilled a little hole right under that bolt where this stud right here is gonna sit. I originally was gonna go on that bolt there, but the quick release is too far up on the bumper. So I'm going just under that bolt. And now I'm gonna put the bumper back on, and how I'm marking the backside, I don't know if you can see the screw here. I'm putting it through the backside and it makes a little divot in the back of the bumper. And then I'll drill that out with that drill bit. Where's the hole saw? I'll use this hole saw and cut the hole in the bumper. From there, it's simply just getting this stud adjusted right. So the further into the car it is, the tighter the bumper will be to the car. And you don't want it too tight because then it's gonna be really hard to get this quick release on and off. So you want it adjusted just right. It just takes a minute of messing around with it and you'll get it figured out. So I don't know if you can see that little bump in the bumper right there. That is where the screw was hitting it on the backside when I pushed on it. So that is where I'm gonna drill the hole, and then I'll use the hole saw and cut the hole in the bumper. And this is definitely the technical part, guys. You do not want to mess this up, or else you're gonna end up with about an inch size hole in your bumper and nothing there. Okay, so you saw I drilled it out with a small drill at first, just in case it wasn't in the right place. It was a little farther back, so I slotted the hole a little bit forward. And now it is time to use the hole saw, and I'm just gonna base it off the front of that hole. So as you can see, if you didn't get the hole right, that's how big of a hole you would have. That's why it's so important to get that right. Now we can take our little button, get it installed onto the bumper. And to tighten this button, we need to use a 15/16 inch wrench or socket. From here, we just need to get this stud onto the car, adjusted properly, and then we're 100% done, guys. So I'm just gonna run a quick time lapse. All this is very, very easy to do. As you guys can see, that turned out freaking perfect. That was so easy to do. Just one thing I gotta say to you guys, measure once or not measure once, measure a lot of times, like 5+ times. Make sure everything's good to go, and drill once, because you do not want to mess up this install. So I feel like I didn't really explain it all that well while I was working on the car. Not well. Basically what I did, I found a good solid mounting point, got that stud on there with the little ball in the end, and then I saw where it was hitting the bumper. I drilled the hole there, and then for the hole on the bumper itself, it's a huge bit. Actually, it's a hole saw I used to drill the hole in the bumper. It's a 7/8 inch hole saw I used to drill the hole in the bumper, so it's a pretty big hole. You definitely do not want to mess up drilling the hole in the bumper, because if you do, you're gonna have a huge hole in the bumper just chilling there. That would not look good, and you'll probably have to replace the bumper. So always measure like 48 million times and drill once. You'll be good to go. One more thing I had to do that you guys may have to do as well, the end of this stud right here, I had to trim it off because it's hitting the inner fender liner. So I just trimmed it off about a 1/2 inch, and that was perfectly fine there. Other than that, guys, these things are absolutely amazing. They look very nice on there. They perform excellent. Freaking love them. Bobby has the little rubber bands on her car. I really wish they weren't on there when we bought the car, because I definitely would have done a set of these on that car. Like I said, if you want to pick a set of these up, I'll have them linked down in the description box below. They are running about 20 bucks, so go down there, check them out, pick a set up, and throw them on your car. I guarantee you will not be disappointed with these quick releases. They are so freaking nice. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right here. Simple install for today. Super, super sick. It wasn't really a mod. It was more like, okay, it kind of is a mod. Let's call it a mod. Super sick mod. If you guys are contemplating doing quick releases on your bumpers, do these ones. Don't do the rubber bands. Those things get cracked, they dry out, they crack, they break, and they're just, it's not cool, especially drilling into a fender. I personally would rather just drill one hole on each side of the bumper and go from there. So like I already said, guys, link down in the description box below. Go pick a set of these up. They're pretty damn cheap. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video right here though. If you enjoyed it, subscribe button right up in the corner. Go ahead, smash it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Feel free to share the video, like, comment, and do all that fun stuff. I have a ton more Evo videos coming through the rest of the week, so make sure you guys stay tuned. See you in the next